I was watching the Spurs Hawks game today when, for a brief period, the audio for the ESPN broadcast team cut out, and all you could hear were the sounds of the game as the game was being played. And it only took me a few moments to realize how nice it was to still be able to experience the audio of the game and yet not have two people continuously talking over the game. So let's discuss what I'm talking about. And here I have the title Games Without Broadcasters. So the vision here is simple, just to watch games and still have the audio from the game so you can still hear the crowd, potentially the players and or the ball and arena or stadium music, but what you don't have are the play-by-play announcer and the color analyst. All right, so what would be the benefits here? Well, one is you're going to be able to watch the game free from bias. You'll also be free from narratives, so the storylines that are constantly inserted into the game. And then you also won't get any messaging otherwise. So think political messaging. And then generally, there will be less noise and there will be less distractions as you are trying to enjoy the game. So there are some downsides, of course. One downside being you won't get those same game insights that are often relayed by the broadcast team, and that is in part because they have the perspective of someone who is watching the game up close. And then you won't get the anecdotes from the color analyst, and there will be no sideline reporting. So that's similar to no game insights. But there are some options here. And these are fairly intuitive, but I thought we'd go over them anyway. One would be to have a game companion. So here, a Twitter stream could be an option where you have people who are watching the game, and then you can read the stream as the game is going on to find out what other people are thinking at particular junctures. There is also the option to opt into audio. And now this would be different from muting and unmuting the broadcast, because again, the idea here isn't to mute the broadcast, it's to still be able to experience the audio of the game just without the broadcaster. So here you would be opting into audio at particular points of the game. And then last, of course, we always have closed captions. We can also add those in. But I think this should be an option. I think this would be a really nice option. And I think a lot of people would go for this. Of course, this discussion comes up because a lot of people state, well, I don't want to hear the broadcasters. And so the response is, well, you can always mute the game, but the sounds from the game are nice to have. And that's what I noticed. I liked hearing the sounds from the game because you're experiencing the game, right? It's part of the game. But at the same time, when you have to combine that with two people continuously talking that and saying things that you don't always want to hear, and just adding to the experience in a way that you you really don't want, it can be distracting. So I think this is an option that broadcast should have.